Top of the morning, lads and ladies. Support for the Awfully Irish podcast is now brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming.
Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels, and you're no longer need the look of the Irish with the ladies. Manscaped just launched in Ireland. We've gone years without using the right tools for the job. You can now be one of the first men in Ireland to experience their life-changing products.
Your balls will thank you.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code IrishPod at manscaped.com.
That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code IrishPod.
Welcome back. How's everyone getting on?
Doing good. So today we're joined by Bernard Bullen. Bernard, how about you introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. Bernard Bullen, whichever way you want to say it. I'm an actor, and I am very happy to be in this podcast here for Ireland and the rest of the world.
Yeah, you've been acting for a long time. Pretty recently, you were in The Mandalorian, and not a small role. Pretty important. It was definitely cool to see. And it's even cooler to talk to you today.
Well, yeah, I've been quite a few years now working on to the beginning of your question, and actually I think if I hadn't all those years working first in Spain and then the UK and then in the US, probably the opportunity of The Mandalorian would have never appeared, and I only realized how important and how amazing the role was when I was there. Well, when the first AD called me and told me what was going on, but when I was there, and especially when it was aired, because I will always be the father of Mandalorian. That's pretty cool.
yeah, and I'm sure you've got a lot of love from Star Wars fans.
It's incredible. I mean, it's like it's living a dream. I'm serious, because I've been a huge fan of Star Wars since I was a kid. I mean, it's my generation. I'm not going to say how old I am, but you can guess. And suddenly to be part of this amazing new universe of Star Wars, which is incredible, and seeing yourself there and especially all the support that I've had from all the fans. The fans in between them, that's another story. I realize how hardcore fans can be, and ones take one side, the other. I learned a lot. But when it came to me, I mean, seriously, I mean, for a whole year, and now even after the second season started, I'm just having like messages and so much love, So I'm really, really grateful. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're a busy guy. You were saying earlier you have a couple interviews booked for this week. Like,
well, these are very crazy and unfortunately very quiet times also. So anything that can lift our spirits, and can make us feel busy. And for us actors, that we are very sensitive and very special creatures, we need to be busy or we just go crazy. To have interviews is amazing, I've been having like a lot of attention from Star Wars and then from other projects that I did in Spanish. So that balances two different characters and two different, but it keeps me busy, and it's amazing to always be there for the fans and for the people that watch us, because that's what we do it for. We don't do the work for ourselves and see, oh, how amazing, man. Well, maybe some do, but it's the joy of seeing the fans and the admirers of the show and the content. So happy, So it's and a little bit of your ego boosts up a little bit sometimes.
Star Wars.
which is fine.
Yeah, what you're saying there with some people or people who like to go back and watch themselves thinking they're great. Our experience with most actors of us is they don't go back and watch the stuff. It's horrible. You know, they've been through the experience and they kind of cringe at the idea of going back and watching themselves.
It's funny because I used to be like that. I used to be when I first started, and but with experience and in time, and you have to learn, and that's an exercise, and that's part of our work. You have to learn, and you have to cope with it to see yourself, because that's how you learn. Also, you learn a lot about not only the bad things, because we're very used to like just be super negative. Oh no, I could have done it better. Oh no. And sometimes, hey, you did a great work, a great job. You know, it's not easy, and sometimes you have to be nice to yourself and say, you know what, I did a pretty good job. That doesn't mean that you're feeling better than anyone else. It's just that all that hard work is there with the rest of the team, you know? So I think it's important. I learned a lot about that now working in the US, because I had to do so many self-tapes, for everything. And you have to learn to see yourself, and to see all the technique and how you talk. And for example, you see me in an interview, I'm very relaxed and I move my hands, and this is the Spanish, my Spanish, Spanish blood in me, or even Liverpudlian, because I'm very expressive, but not when you're in front of the camera, and you have to be. So I'm not saying that you're is it hard to watch yourself? Yes, especially when you go to a premiere and you're watching the movie for the first time, 1,500 more people, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that can be stressful.
Yeah. Probably very.
But normally, if it's a big production, or if you manage to become friends with that director or the producer, you've seen the film already. So
yeah. So have you been going back, and have you not going back? Have you watched The Mandalorian?
Have I watched The Mandalorian? What kind of question is that?
Well, no, a lot of actors, they don't like to watch anything they're involved in.
He just skips
Oh
over
no!
it.
I'm sorry. I mean, I was stuck to Disney Plus. I went to LA for that reason in November last year when it premiered. I went there for a month and a half. And that's where I started getting attention and stuff. And so I wanted to watch it there. So I stayed, I already had left my apartment, the one I had for 4 years before, but I stayed at two friends' house, and we watched The Mandalorian every week. And it was amazing, to see every episode, of course, the flashbacks and how talking about me, I was very excited. I was very nervous also, because I didn't know anything. I mean, I just know what I filmed. I just know what I felt. I just know it was amazing. I mean, what you saw in the last flashback it's what Alexandra, me, and Aiden. I sent them huge kiss, and I love them. It was incredible for the three of us, and I think you can see that on the flashback. We're filming for 2 days and a half, only that scene. So
wow. That's a lot of time for one scene.
Yeah,
it's Star Wars.
Yeah,
but if you realize it's a long flashback. It's the first. I really like the way they did it, because I didn't even know I was going to be in 3 episodes. I mean, we didn't know. We were told we were going to be in 1, then 2, but then we called and said that the flashbacks were going to be, some scenes were going to be put in for episode 1 and then episode 3. And that was very clever, because it made the audience, have more information about what's going on in this superhero's head or heart when
Leaves them wanting more.
yeah.
It's like turning a page of a book.
And they get it indeed at the end, and I think it was beautifully done, so yeah.
And
I mean, every time I watch the flashback, I haven't watched it in a while. I watched it last week. I was showing it to my mom, to my mom's friends. I just get emotional. I just can't help it, because it's really, really, really intense. Really, you were saying?
Do you think there's a possibility of you returning to play the role? Maybe like a further flashback of when he was just a normal kid.
Well, now I can say it because it's season 2 is already out, and obviously I'm not in it, and I didn't sign any disclosure or anything. I did get a call. In February I got a call, but I was here, and that wasn't.
That sucks.
Yeah,
that sucks so bad.
I'm fine. I'm over it. But imagine those were, pretty intense and upsetting couple of hours, because I got the call on the manager saying they want you for another flashback, but they got nervous when I told them that you were not in LA, that you were in Spain, and I was looking at, they wanted me the next day for wardrobe fitting. I mean, and I just went and looked for tickets. I was gonna pay it. The good thing is that we are 8 hours ahead, so I could have. I mean, I had time to be there. I had time to be there, But I understand these this massive productions, they can't risk something happening on the plane or a delay, be late when they work with such with such fast turnouts, because they are writing as they're filming, and they change. John Favreau changes things, or so they add something. But as I said before, I'm eternally grateful, because I will always be Din Djarin's father. And did you see me die?
There you go. You could come back, and he comes back as Jedi Master Din Djarin's dad.
What I hope is that things get a bit less crazy, and I can go back to the US, even if it's just for filming, because that's the world is changing to a speed that is a bit it's a bit daunting, but we have to keep be positive, and there's like 6 or 7 seasons confirmed to be done. Yeah. You just have to go to IMDb.
Oh, thanks.
Go to IMDb, and you see all the seasons. All the seasons waiting there.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so glad you said that, because
look, you'll appear back there at some point.
Oh,
there's no way.
I'm sure.
Like,
nah. I'm sure. And they it's I'm really happy that because they cast, well, the casting office is amazing. Sarah Finn casting, and I'm super grateful to them. I actually, when in November, I went to see them to the office, and I brought them some cakes and stuff. It's a very American thing to do, to give thanks. You don't do that in Europe, the cast directors, but you do that over there. And they were super sweet, and it's there's plenty of time, it's with so many seasons ahead, and you never know what can happen. And they see the attention that I've been having also with my little part, which is, it's one of these parts that it's incredible because it doesn't have lines. It doesn't
Yeah.
have but it's been so
But
incredibly, accepted by
it's
the
one of these
audience.
things they love as Star Wars fans. The parents of a beloved character.
Yeah.
Do you remember with the sequel trilogy? People were so
Yes.
obsessed about Rey's parents, everyone's
Yes.
parents for some reason.
Yes.
Being a parent in Star Wars, you can make a career out of that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
at some point, you should probably come back.
So far, I haven't done bad. Tops has treated me really, really well with these signings and the postcards. It's beautiful. I don't know if you've seen the postcard. Really, really beautiful with my character. I couldn't.
Are they
even
on your
believe it.
Instagram?
Yes, that's the one.
I think I've seen them.
Yeah. So yeah, and it's yeah. I lost my train of thought. I was going to say, yeah, but it's all, if it doesn't happen now, it will happen later on. I'm still imagine, and season 2 has started. Well, it's finishing nearly. It's nearly finishing, and
What's it like? Episode 5, 6 right now?
Yeah. No.
Yes, yeah. Well, they call it 9, 10, 11, 12. I think it's 12.
Oh, they're to chapters now, aren't they?
Chapters, yeah. And but I'm still remembered. I'm still which is great, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah. So many actors, they'd love a role in Star Wars, even to be like alien number 4 in the background that you can't see. People would die for that kind of role. But you got this active role, and then again, like the parental role. It's
unbelievable. I mean, I always I can say without any regret or any I'm mistaken that it's been the highlight of my career. It's I mean, I don't know if there's anything. Well, obviously, yeah. I hope there's a lot more things to come, but it's not only seeing the results and how it was filmed and being directed by Taika, but it was to be there in that set. I mean, it was just like, you have to understand that. I was like, you have to be. We had to be. They chose the actors. We had to be very professional, and obviously with trained and to not freak out. To not because I mean,
like, I'm on Star Wars.
No. It was like, but everyone was so nice. You wouldn't believe it. I mean, and you could see that everyone was given 300% from their energy and the excitement and with this new TV show, no. But they built a village for our scene. Those streets. I mean, we're really running. And the explosions are real, and So, but I didn't realize how important the role was until I talked to first AD. He called me on the phone, and then when I was there talking to Taika, and I say, because I'm eternally grateful to Seraphin Casting. I did an audition for this, which is in our lives, as actors, we have to audition for everything, and in LA even more. I mean, in LA for TV, network, or studio film, even for one line, you have to audition, unless you're a name or they are super fast, and they just saw my material, my dramatic reels and my self tapes that I sent, and I got it, So imagine it was like, but and this is a story that I was it's funny. Even my manager didn't know what was the project until he got the call from casting. Even when I was when a manager was approached and said, we are looking into this actor of yours, can he send his dramatic reels? The only thing they told me is that they are interested in you for the role of Hispanic father in a huge Disney production. Huge Disney production. I was thinking, first thing I was thinking was like, oh, I don't know, a TV movie, children. I don't know. I mean, I just didn't, I just, at that moment, I didn't ensemble Disney with Star Wars yet. You know what I mean? It was kind of new for me.
Yeah.
Because that has been a big change also in the franchise.
That's pretty recent as well, in all fairness.
Yeah, it's very, very. So I was just thinking about a kids movie or something like that, and I was looking in IMDb Pro, and I was thinking I was going to do this movie. It was this movie with Selena Gomez or something like that. It was like, and I was like, my manager said, "No, that's Nickelodeon, man." I go, "Oh my God, what?" So when I went through these three different like phases of the selection. Hey, it's between you and 5. It's between you and 3. It's in between, and then they start telling me the dates. When they start telling you if you're available for dates, is that you have. Yeah.
Just put a smile on your face.
Yeah. So I came back from Spain from our Christmas vacation. That was in 2019, and 2 days being in LA, my manager said, "Casting call. You got the Disney project." Yeah. And he said, okay, I got all the information here. I'm looking at it. My manager said, "This is for," and he said, are you standing up? He said, "Well, sit down." Holy shit. So he said, "The Mandalorian, Star Wars." Oh, my manager didn't even know. Imagine. So then, it was all frenzy, and I started getting calls from wardrobe.
And you're a big Star Wars fan in the first place.
Huge from the old movies. The first 3. The other ones, I'm not gonna,
What do you mean the first 3, like A New Hope and all that, or the prequels?
Yeah,
the original.
the prequels.
Oh,
The original ones. Yeah, the ones I grew up with. I am especially with the Return of the Jedi, because Star Wars, the first one. I didn't even went to the movies. I was too little, but I saw them. And I had. I'm not gonna show you my wardrobe there, but I have. You name it, I have it. Jabba the Hutt, all the stuff, the spaceships, figurines, and anything,
like what Thomas has behind him there. He's all the little Funko Pops.
Yeah. Incredible. So for me, being part of, and especially being part of this new universe that was being created by John Favreau, and which has been amazing. Because I think I never really believed that it was going to be the last Star Wars movie. Really, that was a bit of a marketing thing, but I think it had its moment. I think TV is the one that can really tell like amazing stories, and has the budgets and the freeness of do a lot. Yeah. So and it's incredible because it was people were saying, "Oh, but how's it going to work? It's who's there? There's a new character. There's no characters. There's no Star Wars characters." Excuse me. There's always characters there that you recognize that are Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just opening a new door, in that same universe, but with different, and it will all start connecting. I know things,
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's beautiful, and how for me it was, and I think for the whole world to watch every episode, was like so amazing. Maybe you could like one episode more than the other one, but just the photography, the characters. It was Star Wars, you know. I think.
And depending on what movies you grew up watching, or how in depth your knowledge of Star Wars is, you know, it's there for everyone. Like myself and Thomas would have grown up watching the Clone Wars TV show, which season 7 came out recently. They finished it off because it was unfinished, and a character from that is appearing in the next one. Next episode's called the Jedi. It's where Ahsoka, which is one of the characters from Clone Wars, shows up for her first time, and obviously they're going to have a bit of a chat about the child. So looking forward to that episode now, because you know it's kind of like the childhood coming back.
Yeah, no, I'm
interesting.
It's gonna be awesome. And I like that you brought up Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau has done so much for Star Wars and Marvel.
God, yeah.
He is
amazing guy.
Iron Man, you know, my God, man, he's done so much.
Well, yeah, but he's I think he has made and this is the reality. A big part of the fans of Star Wars that were maybe a bit disappointed with what was happening in the movies. You know,
I heard some people didn't like it.
Yeah, it's true. You know. And that's respectable. That's respectable. But I think this, for the first time in a long time, everyone liked it. I mean, and everyone was like excited and felt the vibe of Star Wars again. You know. Yeah. Which I think that lost maybe. I honestly the last two, especially the last two movies, I liked them. I mean, I liked forgot the titles now.
Last Jedi and
Rise of Skywalker.
But you know, but John is incredible. You know, he's done amazing things, and also with help of Sarah with Seraphin casting and the producers and everything. You know. And they have the budget to do whatever they want. So
yeah, because especially if you see the last episode, you could convince me that was out of a movie.
Oh yeah,
the quality of what they made was insane, and they're not slowing down. It just keeps getting better.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And you know, it's a new area of effects and how it's done. You know, they really want. They are doing it for the fans. Jon Favreau is doing this for all the Star Wars fans, you know, and you can tell because it's like he wants to make them happy, you know, and it's true.
That's why we love him.
Yeah.
But you know, we've spent about 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes of footage. You know, it was a great role. I can't wait to see you do it again, because they're probably going to bring it back for it. Have only that segment on his parents. But, you know, it wouldn't be fair to not talk about your other roles as an actor. You know, you've been an actor for a very, very, and you've done a variety of roles.
What roles?
How did you start off as an actor?
What roles? I can't remember. I'm newborn. I was born doing this role. No, I haven't gone mad. I haven't gone mad yet. I'm getting there, but yes, of course. And I'm grateful to every single thing that I've done. Because I think it's all part of you know, of a process of a chain, and we don't see that when we start, you know, as actors. And sometimes we don't even see it when we're adults because we're very impatient and we just want to work. But when I look back and I see all the that I've been 15 years maybe, since 2001, you know, working professionally since 2005, my first TV show. It's amazing, and working in so many different countries, you know, and languages, and that's a blessing, you know. I've worked very hard also, but it's what I wanted, you know. So now when I'm talking about this with you guys. It's like, it's incredible. I'm very grateful. I'm very those you're very humble. You're very, well, I'm just happy. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to being fortunate to have so many amazing opportunities. I work very hard, but yeah, sometimes you always have to think that that you have to be grateful, because especially now these times when now you realize how much you miss everything, and why did I say no to that, and why did I complain about this, but we still complain. So thank you very much. Thank you guys for wanting me to join in this podcast, and for Ireland. Well, for Ireland, you are guys in Ireland, but now a podcast is for the whole world. But,
I like that for Ireland. World. Yeah, hell yeah.
For Ireland. No, it's like only for Ireland.
Only
super
Ireland.
Super serious about that.
If you tell us you're from the US, bro, we're gonna kick you off.
Gone.
Block
never watch
you,
again.
Ban you. You're out of it, man.
Get a VPN. No. Jeb, before we finish off, I just want to bring up that you did this movie this TV show called, was it The Last Ship?
Oh yeah.
And you've done a few things that are based on apocalypse situations, and we're kind of stuck in one at the moment. And it's kind of funny how that could have actually happened this year. There was a boat out there that could have gone COVID free this year.
I thought about it. It's like we are suddenly the world is living the sci-fi movies and the nightmare that we thought that was never going to happen. You're right. That episode that I filmed for Last Ship, which before Mandalorian, that was the biggest show I had been in my life. I mean, that was huge. I was filmed 2 days also, and I've never seen so many extras on a set in a mansion, and scenes with those beautiful ladies. And Michael Bay, just like,
it's impressive stuff.
Michael Bay talking because he directs on with a mic, he's like God talks, and basically, and I was like, please, Bernard, can you say that word again? Yes, I'll say it again. So, but yeah, talking about it was about a virus, and all that, and I didn't realize. So, but actually, in the real life is a lot worse than what happened in the last
unfortunately.
Ship. But that was amazing. I've done. I have to say, I've done great things in the US in my time there. In the 4 years that I've been there, great opportunities that I miss from not being there. Well, now no one is doing much, but yeah, when I made the decision of going there, which was like it came out of nowhere. It was. I never thought that I was going to end up being in the US. I always knew that I was going to be working in UK or internationally because I was bilingual and I knew languages and stuff, and because I wanted to get out and I had more. I wanted to work. And in Spain at that moment there wasn't that much work, but the US came like suddenly. It came because I was cast in London. In London, being in London is a very good thing also because they film the big studios do a lot of movies there, American movies, in Pinewood Studios and in all a lot of Disney movies and Marvel movies too. But I did this movie called Burnt with Bradley Cooper, and yeah, and I got this a very nice role. I was five filming days, um, speaking role. I had 2 scenes with Bradley. It was super nice, and that was what made me imagine say, why don't you try to get your visa, and stuff. And I said, well, very complicated, very difficult, but I did it, and then when I went there, that's another thing that actors, we have to be prepared, is for all the wax that we get across the face, that we have to deal with, and that are part of the business. I was cut out of the edit. Like, I was waiting. That was one of the reasons I went there. And 3 months being there, 4 months, I got an email from John Wells, the director, which he didn't have to do it. They normally don't, but we got on really well on them in the filming. Was super nice, sweet guy, and he said, it was quite a long email. He said, I was very happy working with you, and as soon as the second sentence, the phrase, I knew what was going on, and I was reading it, and the words were like boom, 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 boom. It was like, I was in this kind of zone till I got to the part of that we had to cut your scene from, like many others, because it turned out to be a very long scene. And my scenes were all one after the other. Normally, you have your scenes spread all over the movie, but no, mine were like, so it was easy to cut it. So,
that's rough.
That was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Oh my God.
And then I was in Jane the Virgin also.
A cool show.
Awesome show.
And that was the one that gave me my SAG, to become part of the union in the US, because when you it's all very complicated there. When you get there as an actor, you're not part of the union. You have to work. There's still a lot of work, but you don't have access to the big stuff, to the massive production, the TV network, and it makes sense. And it makes sense because you have to be. It's a different league, And then when you get to that, you become part of the union, and after a year or 2 years in LA, in the US, then you're prepared. It seems like it's oh no, you want to become union super fast, but my manager said, wait, just work, and and be ready for, and it's true, because when you start going to those auditions for networks and major movie studios, you're sitting next in the waiting room to actors that have like 5 or 6 TV shows and really, really good actors. There's a thing in LA is, there's so much competition and so much. Well, there's thousands and thousands of actors, but not all are good. Not everyone is, or not everyone has the passion. Not everyone is there because they want to be an actor, and fight against everything that comes in passionate. And some just wanted the fast way, and there's no fast way. So yeah, many roles, many opportunities. I made great friends. I worked in independent productions, in big budget productions, TV shows. So yeah, it's been, and in Spanish too, because there's a huge Latin American market in the US, and yeah, and that helped me work even more. So yeah, I've been fortunate.
Awesome.
Now Ireland, I have to work in Ireland now.
Yeah, there was a big movie on here pretty recently, The Last Duel.
Oh yeah,
but they wanted people who looked like they were from France or Britain. So
not me.
I don't know if there was many Spanish people in the 100-Year War.
Well, yeah, of course. I don't know. 100-year war. No, not 100 years. No, we had a different war.
What was your war?
With Elizabeth. Oh yeah.
Haven't we all, my friend? I'll drink to that.
Haven't we all?
Yes.
Here we are. And
Elizabeth
that concludes the episode.
Thank you for watching.
But no, before we finish up, if people want to catch up with you and they want to see what you're doing, where can they find you?
Well, they can take a plane, come to Madrid. I'm very excited.
I knew you were going to do that.
Oh my God. You know, it's not the best time to travel unless you have to. So, I'm very active on social media, on Instagram and Twitter. I'm starting to get a feel of Twitter now. I was a bit bored before and at the beginning, but now I find it very funny to see everyone pulling their hairs and crazy. But it's I do like it. But I enjoy Instagram and I use it a lot for work. And I'm very accessible to the fans or to people. You know, I try to reply as much as I can. You know, to everyone, the posts or direct messages or they.
Yeah, you're very responsive with us.
Anything. So yeah.
So what's your Instagram handle and your Twitter handle?
Yes, it's at B and letter B and then my surname Bullen. Very easy. At B Bullen.
On both? On Instagram and Twitter?
On Twitter, oh my God, you caught me there. On Twitter is Bernard.Bullen.
Perfect. So if you want to find him, you know where to find him. But also, for a fee, he's on Cameo.
Oh, well, good that you said that. If I had said that, I would have been way. Yes. I'm embarrassed now. Okay. All right. Yes, I'm also on Cameo, which I have to say, yes, it's we do charge a little amount for the videos, but I don't. It's my, mine is it's very low, and I keep changing it. I get lower, and that also has given me some of the best experiences with fans, because I couldn't imagine that I was gonna get so much response of people wanting me sending videos. And videos that were really, really beautiful, that some of them were really emotional, and not only sending happy birthdays, but people are, it's a lot of things, and then you realize, well, if I can, whatever I can do or whatever I can say or a video I can send, and this person is I'm gonna make happy that person, it's really.
It's amazing the power of words, especially from the right person.
It's really nice. It's really
the idea of Cameo. But yeah, if it helps, if I can convince you to go check it out, I think he's the only Star Wars actor to have 5 stars on Cameo. So,
really?
There you go. Yeah, you're 5 stars completely.
Well, yes, I saw the 5 stars, but I didn't. I did get a lot of reviews, and I get messages sometimes of when I send the videos, which is really nice, saying thank you so much. They love it, because I think you have to. It's not just hey, happy birthday, bye.
Yeah, you have to put a lot of effort into it.
Well, it's something that they really, really are expecting. And in most of the cases are surprises. Also, they're booked from the husband, from the girlfriend, from the boyfriend, from the friend. And I always say on the videos, you have an amazing person that loves you, that wanted me to do this video, because they know how much they are gonna love me. Hey, hello, it's like, and so I try to make it always super personalized, and obviously they give you a lot of information, about the people you're gonna greet, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
So,
Yeah.
Bernard, I want to thank you so much for coming on. You've been great.
Oh,
And,
thank you.
If you made it this far, make sure you like, comment, tell your grandma about the podcast. Take it handy.
Take handy.
Who?
Your grandma, your grandmother.
Oh, well, she's in heaven, so but she knows everything. Look what I have here, Grandma. Look, she's my guardian angel. Thank you so much, guys. It's been a pleasure. Anytime. Hopefully, we'll have a lot more to talk about. A fighter. So I keep doing auditions and stuff, and so
it's hard as an actor right now. So power to you.
It is very hard. It's very hard.